So today I'm introducing water or getting a horse to go into water for the very first time. This is a 5-year-old. He's done some jumping, been to a little horse show, and has some good basics and flat work. And so he's kind of ready for the next step, which is to be introduced to some cross-country type exercises. And obviously the first one, and one of the most important, is to go into water. And it doesn't come that natural to a lot of the horses, and so you have to give it some thought and try to set yourself up for success. And everybody's got different ways of doing it, and what I try to do is make it as easy as possible for the horses and getting them to follow another horse. So we have Kirsten here with her experienced horse, and in a lead-follow situation, so I just get him used to following behind Kirsten's horse Tango. So we walk around the water and get him sort of comfortable and relying on the other horse a little bit, and not being in a rush. So just taking your time and getting the horse comfortable, feeling that he's going to be able to follow this horse and get some security from following the horse. So I try to keep him nice and close to the water as possible, keep bending him to that side of the water, so he's got his eye on it, knowing that it's there, so we're not surprising him with anything. And just touching him with my leg all the time so that he's constantly sort of thinking about what I want from him, and keeping him thinking forward all the time. And it's obviously a big trust issue, and so then Kirsten goes into the water and stops, and then I just have to keep encouraging him on. And obviously he's pretty apprehensive about it, but without being too aggressive to him. I got to let him know that there's nowhere out he can go. He's just got to stay straight. And then he starts to think about it a little bit, and he's starting to sniff where the other horse is, and he's starting to get a bit interested in knowing that that's probably the best way to go, is just to follow that horse. And when they put the head down like that, I think that's a good sign. He's starting to think about it. And so then Kirsten moves up a little bit, and then he's still apprehensive about taking that first step into the water. And, there's no easy way around it. You just got to keep at it, keep encouraging them forward, keep letting him know that the best way out is just to follow that horse and get brave enough and step into that water. And obviously he doesn't know what it's like, but then he goes in and he has his first step in, and then you can see with his ears he's quite relaxed and understanding about it. So once you're in, then you might as well take advantage of that and get as much out of it as you can. So we get Kirsten to come around one more time, and I'll follow her in again, just trying to make it as easy and nice for him as possible. So this time hopefully he's a bit more understanding of it, and he launches in pretty nicely. So then, obviously you don't want to do anything unless you can succeed at it. You can't sort of not get him in, but now I feel that I could sort of get him in there myself. And he's starting to feel, you get a feeling underneath you that he understands it. And so this time we'll try on our own, a little bit of hesitation, but still very good. And then getting him to trust the water, trust that it's not going to be a bad experience, it's not too deep. And that's the key, is don't ever take them into water which you're not sure what the surface is like or the bottom's like. And so, you can't do too much of this with any horse virtually. You want to, anytime you've got a chance to walk in the water jump, I think it's a good thing to do. And so we're just walking backwards and forwards, and then we can try a different angle at it, and just so he understands a different way in is okay. We've got the little dogs there helping me along, and you can see now by looking at his face he's quite relaxed about it, and trots in without the big launch, and thought might as well canter in, and he's very confident in, and nice carefulness, but not trying to back off. And I also like to be able to go in the water and not rush them out. So a lot of times you don't want a horse to jump into the water and then try to get out as quick as possible. So just being able to walk in and stay there nice and steady, and trying to set yourself up so it's a good experience, but a positive experience for the horse, and that you can make sure you you get it done, because at the end of the day he's got to trust you, and he's got to be respectful as well.